Everybody, how you doing this morning, this evening, this night, whatever time zone you in? This is L.A. Kendrick back with more weekly horror. Part 2 of The Hell Unseen. Now I know I told you guys the name of the individual was Tashala, but she said no, correction, it's Tashala. Okay, so her name is Tashala. Sorry, I read it wrong. Okay, still gonna call her T for short. But let's go ahead and get right into the story. When we last saw T, she was in an all-out sprint, trying to find some cover, trying to figure out what this thing is that's chasing her because she can't see it. It doesn't show itself. It's got an amazing camouflage, and it articulates itself well with its surroundings. Only thing you can do is see and hear the splish splash because of the rain, and an occasional outline if you stop and you look in the direction of where you think it's coming from. So she's running, got a lot of adrenaline pumping through her system, and she runs under a bridge, and she's looking, peering out there, doing her best due diligence to find and focus on what it is that's pursuing her, and she still can't figure it out. She can't see it. All she knows is something's coming. She saw the breath. She saw the outline. For the most distinguishable outline form it was, she couldn't make it out. So overhead, she's so focused on what's going on, a huge semi-truck rolls over the top and it scares her. And she jumps back. And then two men jump out. And she tasers one of them. And he falls to the ground. And he says, lady, hey, what are you doing? And they have a dog with them. The dog is barking. Lady, what are you doing? She said, I'm so sorry. You scared me. These are two homeless guys that are living under the bridge. She just didn't see him, and she wasn't focused enough on what was going on around her. She was just laser vision on what was pursuing her that she can't see. And she says, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to taser you. There's something chasing me. I can't see it. I don't know what it is. And the guy that gets tasered, he said, well, I'm sorry as hell too. I can't even move. And so his friend helps him. Tries to help him up and, says, shake it off. And they stand. And then she says, you guys don't want to be here. T lets him know, you don't want to be here. There's something pursuing me. I can't figure out. I can't see what it is. So you guys, you got to move. You got to go. I'm just trying to figure out what direction it's coming from. And they say, are you crazy? What are you talking about, lady? There ain't nothing out there. What are you talking about? So the dog starts barking. And all the three humans look in the direction where the dog is barking. So the dog does a quick run and stop in the direction of where it's coming from. And then they say, what's wrong with Blanc? The two homeless guys ask, what's wrong with Blanc? And Blanc goes a little bit further and he stops again. And she says, you guys, we better go. And they say, well, lady, what are you talking about? You've been drinking tonight? And she tells them, I don't drink. I'm telling you there's something coming. And it's very violent. It just tore a deer carcass all to pieces and was eating on it. And it just, I don't know what it is. I can't see it. So they kind of get a little nervous and say, well, I don't know. I guess I got to see it. She said, that's the problem. You can't see it. How many times do I have to explain that to you or say that to you? So then the dog gets into that low guttural growl, which means something is coming closer. And she can see the splish splash of the footprints as it comes towards them. And they can kind of see it too. But then Blanc lunges forward and attaches itself and bites onto something, the form. And it's just he's flailing around. All of a sudden, the dog is just completely shredded, like it goes through a weed whacker. Times 100. Shreds the dog. Everybody looks back. and they're stunned and they back up. And she said, I told you there's something out there. We can't see it. We got to go. So she's looking for an escape route, like she's always been trained to always look for an exit. And she's in her neighborhood, so she knows her neighborhood pretty well. And the two homeless guys back up, but before they can, one of them is thrown 30 feet to the underside of the bridge, of a concrete bridge, and with an impact so great, his head is busted on the top, and then he's dropped to the bottom, and he's just flattened with that. Just out of nowhere. So then T and the remaining homeless guy, they take off running. And he's telling her, wait, don't leave me. And she's looking back saying, I'm not leaving, you better keep up. And when she looks back, she sees that the guy is suspended and like he's trying to get something off of his neck. And then just like the dog, he's ripped to shreds. Teeth, eyeballs, bones, skin, clothing, the hat, everything just fly out and just thrown to the ground. She is absolutely terrified. And she keeps running. The rain isn't as heavy as it has been, but it's still enough where she has to be careful not to slip. But you know what? She's throwing all of that safety running out the window. She's scrambling for her life because she can't figure out what this thing is, what it wants, but she just seen it destroy 3 individuals, 2 men and a dog. And she's running, and now she's making her way through her park, the park that's close by. At this point, she's covered 3 miles of the remaining 6 to get to her home. She doesn't have anything but the weapons with her, her taser, her pepper spray, and some more items inside of her backpack. She is absolutely determined to survive the night. But again, she's horrified. And that adrenaline is pushing her very, very hard. But because she's so physically active, it just gives her a turbo boost, basically. And she's running, and in her mind, all the thoughts are going through her mind. What could it be? What is that? It just destroyed those men and that dog back there. What is this? And she looks back and she can see the splish, splash of the water and the puddles and something in very, very quick pursuit, but it's not as fast as she is. So pretty much it can't keep up, but it'll keep pursuing until it thinks that you're tired. It's basically stalking her like a predator. And she's still doing the best she can to survive because she's almost home. And she still has her knife. Nice good sized knife. So she pulls that out and she's running with the knife in her hand. It has a sheath on it, but she's running with that bad boy in her hand. And she almost falls, but she jumps over the branch that's in the road that almost trips her. Good reflexes, good coordination, good balance. I mean, she's really prepared for any and everything that comes at her. And now a lot of what she's running on is muscle memory, but the fear is overtaking her. And she keeps running from the hell unseen. Now I'm going to leave it there. We're going to pick up again Friday. Again, I'm giving you something, you guys, I'm giving you guys something that Hollywood doesn't provide, which is original horror stories told, okay? This is from the House of Havoc. I have published work already out on Amazon, Barnes, Ingram, Nook, and Kindle. What she's going through right now, our young lady T is going through right now, is a battle for survival, which is something that most of us deal with every day. Maybe not in these exact terms, but survival. And she's going into her basic instincts and things that she's been taught on how to survive. So you guys take all that in consideration. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that subscribe button. Let me know what you guys are thinking about the work, because again, this is just one of my hobbies. And again, I already got published work out there, but I appreciate anything that you guys do. And if you want to provide $1 here, $1 there, it doesn't really matter, or whatever you guys want to donate, my Cash App is $outrage95. Every little bit helps, and this is a thank you ahead of time for all that you do. And thank you for giving me a little bit of your time and sharing in these stories that are sure to chill the soul. And again, make sure you check the dark corners of your home. Check the closets. Check under your beds. If you happen to work at night, check and be mindful of your surroundings. And check under your car, because you never know what's lurking. What's lurking in the dark, waiting to make you a story. And this has been L.A. Kendrick, bringing you the heavy.